So I saw your announcement of someone leaking your song with Davido. Have you dealt with it finally yet?
No, it's happening. It's a process. Yeah.
How are you doing it? Because there are some people who even doubt the truth in that. They think it is a publicity stunt. It is a way for you to get people to talk about your song.
Yeah, it's always like that. You know, there are always opinions about stuff. So that's why sometimes you don't have to explain too much, because who believes you believes you, who doesn't believe you. But the song was leaked. It was a sad thing. We had planned to release the song first week December, you know, and it just leaked like that with the artwork and everything. And I feel like it's very, very, very unfair, you know. Like, we are in 2020 and that lifestyle should be over by now, you know, because these are people's properties. This is somebody's intellectual property after spending huge sums of monies to create or to make, and then you chance upon it however you did, and then you just go and upload it for commercial purpose. I think it doesn't stand in any way better. Yesterday I was watching a video of one woman and her two babies, like a baby and some infants. I need to slide this through so that we know that some acts are even more criminal more than some acts. This woman went to another man's farm. It's a Kumasi story. It's live. It was A+ who posted it. And then guess what? The long and short of it is that come the woman to know be from kofe brokeke and a new rabbit to woman or say umpini omu jeli ma me no ne bano say 3 months with a 6 months. And they come the obi na want to me and, you know, in that situation. How much more somebody who comes for your intellectual property and puts it out for commercial purposes? Which one is more criminal?
But do you have some suspicions? Because I believe you know the people who are likely to have access to the work.
Yes, actually, but I can't point fingers at anybody, because you're going to shoot the video. You might have sent a song to a producer. Gazi would have been working on it in a studio. The only thing is, to get access to the song is not a problem, because we work people. But the intention to put it on your site and put it out there is you've gone to the next level of wickedness. Because from when we recorded the song till now, a number of people have it. You know, but are you going to be the one to show face and be like, okay, I'm going to put it out there with an artwork and everything? This is our property. Look, with our money that we've paid, because these things are done prior to release, like 12, sometimes 6 weeks prior, you know, and we've paid for PR, promo, all the international links are ready to jump on it. Well, David is working in collaboration with Sony. I have issues with Sony now as we speak.
Because of that leakage? Because
they gave me clearance, and after clearance is leaked, and it is your country, it's your region that has leaked the thing. Like, are you messing with us? You get me? Like, PR paid from all across the ends, UK, Europe, America, scanning Ashio. So why would you do me this wicked? When you're not bo fachele, because baby afaya onya no ebia oben ejuma no, but o de to wa wahame maboka nti say no, okay me de ache wo nti me sika ne o de betu ya me na me nkoi, because enyomone de nipa na betie, but me sika ne. So who say you've done me wicked, you see? So and also we are working as a team, as people who want to grow, so the individual bodies would have to get to work. So they are on the work, and I know that by the end of the day, this is Anna. Once you get into the hands of the law, my brother, here you come.
I see. Let's still hover around some of the public discussions, and this time around, I want us to talk about the Assassin sound clash.
Yes, I am.
Shatawale was here, I think, some weeks ago, and according to him, on the day, out of the plans you guys had, you got emotional on the stage. Can you confirm that? And that even out of that, you've not been picking his calls. He said that in an interview with Kweku Manu.
What can Shatta not say? But I think he was just having fun. After I heard the way he said it, I felt that, I mean, like I said on the radio station yesterday, after I heard it with my ears, I knew it wasn't that deep. He was just vibing. But one of the things he said was like, you know, because I have to confirm some things like, you're planning, yes, but I don't know how. I don't know whether he has an emotional detection machine to realize that, and I mean, my funny high. But you can talk about you better, you know. But you should also know. So he can't the Oka family the lie. But he wasn't serious anyway. He wasn't that serious. It was just vibing.
But I remember after the class, we also saw some activities online, especially when the car issue came in and they gave the car to an SM person. Some of your tweets, some of your statements online suggested that you were not very happy with their decision, especially.
I see that is total concern. You know what I mean? I'm in the forefront of this whole thing. This is just like the two biggest political parties we have. You always have a banter. You always have a back and forth. You know what I mean? So I think that is a normal thing to do, because as of the time that the polls closed, I believe that we won the post. But when they went back in and out and all of that, per the proceedings and all, they came out and said, rare, this is how it was. When after the other votes came in, like they were saying, maybe the mail-in votes, just like America, maybe when the mail-in votes came in after it over, fine. So for me, that is in the past. In the end, we had a very beautiful show, and it brought some life to the whole thing. And one thing I would always say is that thanks to all the people who voted, thank you everybody who voted, trust me. For us, they know, if you check the statistics, they was clear. Several individuals voted for me, and it was just one person, the same man who won the car, who made sure he got the car from Shoutouts. And so when you check the statistics, like I'm here to speak on the truth, I'm impressed about the number of the diverse nature of my fan base and the support. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm really grateful for, and we have to use that energy to do more things. But in the end, I mean, this is normal. I don't know why Shatta is saying that I've gotten emotional. Nah, I think he's just kidding about that. You know?
I see. In the music industry, Stonebwoy, do you believe in friendship, or you think we should be business colleagues? We should be business colleagues and not as in, this is my friend, that is my friend.
I'm really grateful for this question, brother. This question is very, very big a topic. In the business world, there are principles that, run things. That's why when business comes to play, legal comes to play, different, it's paper. Business is more paper and verbal sometimes. But friendship is a Rasta man who says heartical, you get me? Friendship is from the heart. Friendship is, you don't even plan to make friends. Nobody puts a paper on or contract to friendship. So these are two separate things. But when friends are able to do business and apply the business principles to it, then it guarantees a non-conflict of interest. So you find out that the friendship grows, the business grows, because they are applying the business principles to the business, and then the friendship is free flow. But as we find most often, we are somehow caught in between using the friendship ethics to do the business as friends most often sometimes. And these are things that we are all dealing with. I'm not taking myself out of it. We are all battling with it gradually to when we will get to realize that the business is not supposed to be that sentimental. It's supposed to be really honest. And if it's not even really honest, once what is on the paper states what it is, then we can all go with it. But as for the friendship there, we have to grow. So in the industry, I think that is what we're trying to work out. But
so do you still have some people in the industry you call your friends?
That's another thing. I would want to understand friends, as you say. If we're trying to describe friendship by the term friendship, then we should know that there's a high level of responsibility placed on friendship. Like a friend is somebody you can call on, somebody they can also call on you, somebody you can visit, somebody that visits you, somebody that cares, like somebody that goes into your family. I can't tell for me right now. I think that is not how it really started with me. So I do not, maybe my friends na me nyo shasi underground kakra almost blow and kabana no.
Common about your friends proper. Yeah, I get it. Common about your friends proper.
Ashama ono. Mishasi Kinji. Mani papa. I'm happy. Menena yenyon bako. I'm a feature Ebra Penny Sonny Bali. Many G say me guy anyway. I tell may he so rest in peace. Vibrant Fire. Vibrant was like my junior brother. I introduced Vibrant Fire to the scene proper, you know, Canopy, and I'm an also make us a big respect to Black Rasta. Yeah, your godfather Baku. So these people would have been my tight because we have some. We come from Lebanon, a shine man. We have history, you feel me? But you see, on the top where here we are, I think that moving further, I'll say big respect to somebody that I do. My heart does really feel free to speak to and open up to anytime we meet is Moogie's. You know, is Moogie's, and that's, you know, some way. I don't want to, because that's why I started by saying I want to know the meaning of the friendship. That
was the same definition you gave.
So most of it, when I go straight answer and I say I don't think I have friends in the industry, I get to be misinterpreted because friendship is like bigger than just acquaintances.
So what it means that
people that we work
should someone
with.
quote that Stonebwoy is a friend to say Shatawale Sarkodie, it is not a quote that you would certify.
I think it shouldn't be a quote that can be satisfied.
Certified.
No. Yes, because I believe that we are industry brothers. We are industry brothers and we are industry friends. Once the industry day there, I think that can dilute the level of raw friendship as there is. You know what I mean? So that's what I can say.
Okay. Yesterday, I followed your interview on Hits FM where you said that Aisha Modi is a big sister and therefore you don't have control over what she says.
Yeah.
But I'm asking that, what if some of the things she says are likely to have a dent on your image? How would you clear that as well?
I'm really grateful for this one. I think, you know, after sometimes we speak, like right now as we're talking, the media team will be doing headlines, bulleting.
I know.
The headlines have to bullet. If your headlines don't bullet, you're not going to get readers. And then on top of that, I think Ghanaians don't really read. So the headline bullet and pay, you go home.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Them time you see at the graphic stands, they printed big graphic showbiz. Kojo menu as Sebi rape so we're raping up. We're reading news now what you know. We're bulleting okay, but the American say Aisha Modi is like a big sister to me. Is a big sister to the industry first and foremost. We speak once and often, but what I said is I don't have control over her as a per se. Like me banye, me yiriniye, me chiribaniye. Even them I don't have control over, but with the form of relationship we have, I have to assume control to say certain things. So I can say, don't do this, whether they like it or not.
They won't do.
Because probably I know better. You know, but I don't have control over Aisha. But we talk and I share my views. I'm like, sis, if you dare, I can show you messages of me saying, sis, you know that one. You say, yeah, me know be cool. But my can that's how we vibe. You know what I mean? And that's it. Maybe I will be a follow up and I'm at
So I asked that, what if some of the things she says
yes,
might have some implications?
Thank you very much. In that regard, I'll take it. You see where I stand, my BMI dream to a certain level where I know that Sebi Obiti baby when if ye okita no phone your friend a blogger be asema waka family who tele sa obi aje atum and swear but they make a note as
yeah, I get it.
Waka asem bia mana dentimi o oni mi baby but aje atum what you say oka ne papa ko bia nka ye njindi after never verify say I am passed the oka and I said papa I mean what they said about me, because it's a positive thing, they're going to verify if it was true. But most of it, when people say negative things about us, it just goes, ooh, this is what he said. Sometimes she says some things that I know nothing about, but anything she has said within the confines of, let's hit the nail straight on the head, of what happened at the SAC vibe, she was there, so she has the right to have come out to give her statement about whatever she saw over there. Just like some people also from the same scene who were not even there were able to go and propagate some sort of lies about what they didn't see. So, I mean, I'm grateful that people talk about me. If they don't, you're nobody.
That's true.
I'm really grateful because in the end, people are trying to be talked about. So I'm grateful. But sometimes it's not all that you hear that is negative that is true, and it's not all that you hear that is positive that is true.
Okay, so let me ask this before I invite my panel members into it. An incident happened in Ashaiman where a supposed security person was in the news for attacking Kelvin Boy. Later, your firm put out a release that the boy was not even as a member of your team. He wasn't then a member of your team. Later, I'm sure we also saw him following you on some occasions. I think even at the Assassin Sound Clash, he was on the stage with you. How have you dealt with him with regards to what happened, and now that he's also back in your team?
I think what we put out, I also read and confirmed, is that within that period, there was no form of any employment whatsoever. But that doesn't disassociate me from him. I'll stand here and speak the truth only. These are my brothers. Sammy, if you see me rolling with a certain people, they are my brothers. When you see Alai, because of diplomacy, some people have told lies and they will lie and disassociate. I'm the leader of the gang. I'm the leader of the Beam Nation. It will be twice in me both first. And that's how you're wrong leader, my guy. You see it. But these are my people. That was Ashaiman. The incident had happened. There were follow-ups. Right here on your show, I think some statements were made that was very disrespectful to the city. Owing to that same city and its shows under the auspices of Brenneton Music Group that have held number of events that same said artists got opportunities to showcase and got these same opinion leaders. These are elder brothers in the society to support because I came and gave them. But the way in that derogatory manner he expressed himself towards the city got everybody pissed off. Do you get what I'm? And the subsequent follow-ups thereon. So whatever happened over there, I had zero idea about. I was in my studio at home when I even got calls that the said person has started insinuating that I was the one who sent. But guess what? One thing I never said is that that's done and done. He came to apologize, and I was waiting for them to put it on the same.
He came to Ashaiman?
Yeah, on the same platform that they.
So Kelvin Boy has been to Ashaiman to apologize?
Exactly. Yes, so I was.
Have you guys seen any?
No, I'm not. See, you see me. I'm not interested. You see, I tell you people. Through me, I'm not interested. I'm interested in Mesuna Obi Yawe Biaba. And yes, I'm saying stone me to me be more yawa. But yantiti mesa and Mesuna Obi Yawa Beba dia me try say MN Nameso. A gire me so answer na ya me kano kreno e because sometimes me come in person me come sana me tie. So I was hoping that he would have put that back on social media and then everybody, but it's also good he didn't. But on your show, because this was where it all started, that's why I'm saying this. I've never said this anywhere.
I remember,
He was actually there in the presence of his manager,
Black City,
and exactly they did the due diligence. So I'm sure that we have seen improvement since then from such behaviors. So I believe that the honorable people of my honorable city are cool now and whatever they be.
So does it mean that on the day that you're going to do your peace walk, can he join you? Because since there is peace.
You see, honestly speaking, me, I don't come in hypocrite movement, my peace walk is my peace walk.
And because we want you to show peace, people that maybe we have perception that
so much peace already. And when you are invited, you can come. It doesn't depend on just.
So, are you inviting people before they can come for the peace? So I thought you said it was an open.
Yeah, it's open, but I wouldn't want any kind of controversial whatever. So sometimes it's just nice to just leave things and wait till the right time when it simmers back in. I mean, it's natural. It's natural.
Okay, I know your colleague Stonebwoy is here, Kobe Che, your artist Stonebwoy is here, Tilly. Okay,
I have questions for you. 2 questions, but please just give me time so that I'll ask before the show ends.
Okay, no problem. When they are done, then you ask. Would you remember? I should give you pen to write them down.
Oh, I'll remember.
You remember? Okay, yeah.
Mine is not really a question. It's me, saying, it's nice to see Stonebwoy, like, for us to meet like this, because and maybe and I really want to say in the show now, I think me could because I dare say he's not just doing it because be a performing and also baby, but it's open to almost every artist be a vibe and over per se. You love to add something to, and that's where many aji me who say me kokrampo meet my baby member shadi keke and me feel sending your car be a real fact say yes, it's my platform, but you can also use it and get into the numbers, and what you sell and the better say you be power some say woody agra, and I really want to recommend him for all these good things. One joining the home call joining the one and the stage me bomb idea upam onunkragas or bob but how he's doing it now, Matthias said it's not about say or perform me and I be like the whole time, but it's for everybody. I really want to say big up, and he's thinking about the industry, and this is how we should go.
Thank you. Yeah, great. Yes, Mr. Che, take over.
Yeah, so I want to applaud him for how he rolled out the promotion of the Agloga Junction album, because it came out at a period where we had COVID-19, and how he was able to maneuver, got the media attention, and know that I think that was crazy. I mean, the fan engagement, and I also want to say a big shout out to the Beam Nation, and how they also came out loud on social media to support. I remember I took a whole week to interact with the fans on Instagram Live to also promote the album, and how people were just coming on live to just sing the songs back to back on social media was amazing. So I think that how you rolled out that particular plan in promoting the Agloga Junction, even in COVID-19, it was amazing. Now my question is that we were speaking about Sony getting connected to all these platforms worldwide. There are a lot of artists in Ghana who also wish to get to the international front. I'm sure your works have gotten you there, but certain plugs, how are they able to also connect to certain platforms so that, as Stonebwoy is going international, we also have a lot of people also joining the camp. So how do you connect with such people?
Thank you. Mind you, I'm still an indie artist. an independent artist. I don't have the backing of any major label. So we hire services of all these persons who seem fit, and they also check to know if they can actually work with you and all of that. So that's just what it is. You just have to keep working. You just have to know you just have to have a plan. You just have to know where you want to go, what you want to achieve, by what means. Then you can also start checking. It's just like you want to go to the north. You have to ask where you can get car to maybe Tamale, or you want to go to, you have to, it's your duty. I don't have the clue to it all, because my method might not be conducive for you, but we all know that in the end we want to go far. So we just have to employ strategies and methods that can get us there as artists. It's not easy. I'm not even there yet.
Again, last one. The target has always been about Ghana, Nigeria, whereas when you look at the continent, Africa, Liberia, a lot of African countries around us. Are you taking the measures to say even just go do media promotion there to also sell your brand and also get Beam natives and Beam Nation from all these African countries, so that Nigeria wouldn't be part of the conversation? So now Stonebwoy is going for a media tour in Liberia, in Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, so that you can organize some of these fan base to your camp. Do you have any plans on going to the African countries?
I'm really grateful. That is the plan. And if I say that was the plan for 2020, it's because COVID has eaten off the larger part of the. You guys saw me in SA few weeks ago. That is the plan. The Agloga Junction album itself touched base East Africa, Diamond Platinum, South Africa, Nasty C, Nigeria, Zlatan, Jamaica, Jamil, UK, Alakai Hali, America, Kerry Hilson. So you can understand the key we're using here. As I speak to you now, the Angola Junction, when you check with the statistics, most of the promotion or most of the plugs were done in East Africa and South Africa. You know, being that was the next stop. We're going to do media stuff in Kenya, media. It's that's what I'm saying. That is the plan. So we only need to get some few opening here and there with Corona being in the midst, and then we're going to activate. As I speak to you, there's a huge fan base in Gambia, Zambia. Like, we're working on those things, and these are things that I can't be sharing on air like that because it's my business. It's how I achieve my stuff. So.
Yeah, but I think he's doing something great that most artists are not doing. Regards to albums, anytime he drops album and episodes of Mama, he makes sure that he promotes every song to the highest. But Chroma and the boy should go drop album pay no.
I don't
know. But or drop on your team said this is the body of work, and so he treats that as such. Say one and bakwe. You know, South Africa shoot video in SSC. It's at the end of the day, he has a plan, like a year or two plan for an album. And so I drop anyway, Jana. I say so people treat albums as singles in Ghana.
All right, big ups to the Beam Boss. Yes, Tilly Nipa.
Yeah, I think congratulations are in order. I have to say congratulations to you. You've done well. And I think when this Beam Friday issue came up, we all spoke about it. And I think to me, it was a good challenge for even himself as an artist, because then it's okay that I would want to pay to come and see you once a year, but would I want to see you every month? That's another challenge you give yourself as an artist. Because then if we take 10 artists in Ghana, we can all say we do yearly show. We all pull crowd, but what's my weight over you? I do monthly and I get my crowd. That is my leverage over you. So that is cool. Now, I think a lot of things that she said that I have questions that I want to probe more. I'm a writer, so I have to probe so that I get things correct. So you said something about, when you came, you initially said something about your fan base and fans not understanding positions of the artists, and mostly vice versa. But sometimes when there are stories or there are, how do you even call agenda being peddled by like a fan base, and that is contrary to the plan, do you feel the need to come and put things in order? Or sometimes, because I know there are sometimes that do you people intentionally leave it for it to go, hoping that it dies off, or what's the plan?
Thank you very much. What I meant to say from the beginning is that as we stand as artists and they stand as fan base or huge supporters, there's definitely two things. There are two things that are going on amongst each other's camps. That is what I wanted to state. That we will not fully understand their position. Likewise, they won't understand ours. Exactly, because they're not where we are not where they are, from how they receive whatever they do. But they actually contribute to how we put out a lot of things, because we have to read them, check the market, check what is going on, what is not. Sometimes we have to go contrary to what they think, and then they understand later. And like you said, if things do happen, sometimes you have to leave some things to die off, because the more you talk about it, the more you give it energy. I guess you mean some of these controversial stuff. Yes. Sometimes you, as much as you want to explain, you're just adding up to the longevity of the case. So most often, when you let the dust settle, when the dust settles and everybody has found their feet, then you can throw in the little bit, then it will land well as well. But when the dust is all over and you're also throwing, it just mixes all up. So for me, I think that is one of the ways I have been able to deal with. Sometimes you come, you strike the metal whilst it's hot there and there, and then you kill it. But I think most often you leave it to simmer, so that way, honestly speaking, you get to see you get to see the mindset or the mentality of the industry we're in, not only the fan base. That's what the fan base, most often, their say is one. They love Stonebwoy, they love Stonebwoy. The more you're trying to spoil Stonebwoy to them, they feel hurt. So they believe that this is the time he needs us the more or the most. They still stand. But the case is a different one. They don't really know what. Some are privy to some information, some are not. You know what I mean? So most often, I feel like, to me, that strategy actually helps you to see who actually has, what type of mentality who has as an industry holder, because most often some of these things that we drive out, some of this confusion that does happen, it's not driven by the fan base. It's driven by the media, because the media is the power. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I just want to throw that in. Every controversial stuff that has happened would have to be sent through by a credible media
platform.
Okay. If you think some of your media platforms are credible, who cares? Maybe .com. Say I say, GH Kweku says Stonebwoy retete. Hey, GH Kweku na account. You know what I mean? And imagine GH Kweku anka, Obi anka, boy be na SCA. Enko. So I think that is the media most often that has the strength and power to redirect some opinions of the fans. So that's why sometimes I leave it, because that's for the fans there.
Tilly, you can fire your last.
And I think that will make me ask my next question. Do you think the media, when it comes to the top guys, I mean, Shatta, Stonebwoy, Sack, and Samini, do you think the media is lenient with you, like issues pertaining the 4 S's? Is the media lenient, or do you think we are actually really very hard on you?
Let me add my other brothers and sisters as well to the list, because they all pull, amazing crowd and all have their individual core. So I wouldn't just streamline this type of thing. I know you are just putting the
so that because you
I'm also
talked about the most. That's why
I believe I understand, but I'm only generalizing it the more, because some people too pull it. The media has been the media to us. As in, we've worked hard and we are continuing to work hard. So that is why Obroni Becca say, I mess with you. That's why they mess with us. And they mess with us. They mess with us.
Yeah. The mess here could be positive and negative.
Exactly. So they mess with us.
Stonebwoy.
Okay, so I think my last question will be...
Stonebwoy answered that question diplomatically.
Yes,
I know you got it.
Me, I deciphered it. Yeah, I think my last question will be on the Aisha Modi topic.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have made your points clear that she's a sister to you, like a sister to you and the industry itself.
Absolutely. So she's been for the industry before it got to my turn.
We know.
Okay. So then I want to know, as a writer, if let's say there's an issue up and then she shares or airs her opinion to the matter, do I make it as a writer an official thing from the Beam camp, or
God bless you? Let me cut your breath so that we have more time. Do not treat it as official.
Okay.
Treat it as somebody respectable who has paid her dues and has been around and is around.
Okay.
Because she does actually know some things you and I don't know. But don't treat it as official Stonebwoy PRO or official AR. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what I wanted to know.
All right, Stone. So we are wrapping up. But have you received a call from your father, Samini? Have you received a share of the NPP gig?
I beg you. I beg you in the name of God, Almighty Allah.
Oh,
that place is not my jurisdiction.
Oh, that's your father.
Big respect to Godfather Samini. I beg you. I am not entitled to any.
A father sharing his legacy to his children.
Any monetary benefit. I'm not, because he's done his work. He's supported his party, and we all know what party he supports now. Please.
But you have not gotten your share yet.
I don't deserve any share. My name doesn't even come up in this conversation. I beg you.
Okay, I get it. Now you said you had some 2 questions for me. Can you ask them now?
I disassociate myself from the money.
Okay, we hear. But you know he's taking the money.
I was not there.
Okay. The way you are dissociating yourself from the money.
But I believe there must be reward for work done.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So you said you had some 2 questions.
My Beam people say you don't like the Zylofon house don't like me. Everything they say is negative.
Oh.
And I just want you see me and you we are in the industry.
Yeah.
So we will need to sometimes it's hard for me. One time I sent a tweet that I'd want to come on your show, and then even them come bash me say, but you know, say, just because me, I know where I stand. I know these things are not that deep. these things are opinions people are sharing. These things are somebody's idea.
Exactly.
So it doesn't really cut through me like that, but it does cut through them, until they also get to the level of, oh, this one is somebody who's sharing their opinion, except they go overboard. Then, but sometimes it does really go overboard, which I must be honest. Like sometimes some people, it be like they know the matter. Why it's of an importance to speak about is that these are not people to undermine, and that is where it kicks me the most, because Sammy Flex is not somebody who you should undermine. And when he says Stonebwoy morph big, then you go talk say, oh, he dey lie. When Sammy Flex says Stonebwoy no kesia, you for understand say assembly because of Nippon credibility. In terms say credible people, a few credible people have said some kind of things or will propagate some kind of they will mess with me. America, they want to mess with me. They want to they mess with me, and it does feel away sometimes. And it's really difficult for me to even explain to the masses that, and they will sometimes see you as, are you too why? You be Jesus Christ. They do you that thing like that where they talk say be nothing. But just because I believe in my heart of hearts that it is not too deep, but it's of an importance because of the caliber of person who is probably sending that information across. So I just want you to make them know, say.
Okay, so that is question number one.
It be like he did there.
That's question number one.
The second one will be some I want to big up some people.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so there's nothing. I'm not sure someone can say that Sammy Flex has said this or that is against Stonebwoy. If there is one that you can pull, I'm sure I'll be very happy.
If we take time and we have time, I go feel pull, because me and you must have they feel punch me too much.
Oh, Stone like
it
one.
It make the people the vest.
Stone, which one? I punch?
As a master and bar, won't show me love.
Oh, it's not
show
true.
Me love.
No, it's not true. No, it's not true. I have always shown you love.
No, but you're a big brother to the industry, so
the good thing is that the love I show you, that one you won't hear or you don't hear.
That's life. That's life. So for the love
and my position.
Yes.
I am not for one.
No, you can't
for
be.
Everybody.
You cannot be. That is why your buttons go hot. Because that means nobody love you.
Exactly.
You are your
exactly.
Own. So you are not for one.
So do you know how I also
come
see that?
to us so that we love you, Prekun.
I should come to
then
you.
The rest will hate you.
All right.
But if you want to stand for everybody, we will all hate you.
All right, I'll come home so you love me more.
Yes,
okay.
So Beam Nation. I'm so bet. All right, so
you want to say thank you to
let him be there. Let him be there. I mean, big respect to the whole fan base. I have to say happy birthday to Uncle Kojo Entry, the legend. I was speaking to him yesterday. Big inspiration. He always speaks to me when he can and advises me. Big respect to the whole team. Shout outs to the Beam Nation, fraternity worldwide, globally, and everybody celebrating their birthdays today. And I want to, if you go to a Shaman, you go to the Beam shop, the techno phones have reduced the price for your niggas. Mami Kono Bro Fokakra, because we just got nominated for mobiles. Big respect, and I see my brother Shoutouts in there as well. So if somebody says that we're taking Ghana to the world, it is a fact, it's not a lie. Let me check the thing well. Maybe
it is true. I have it. I have it here as well.
Is there any other Ghanaian so that I made mention?
So far, it is you and Shoutouts. I see. I also see Burna Boy. That is for the best African act.
Yeah. I
see Burna Boy, Tiwa Savage, Davido, Fireboy, Rema, Master KG, Adenkule Gold, and NSG rather, Afro B, Wizkid, and I also see Stonebwoy and Shoutouts.
All right, so that's a good one. We just copped. So let's celebrate the mobile nominations. Come Friday, Beam Friday. Beam Friday is a hangout thing. Please, all the top man, them come get a table. Let's vibe. This is the opportunity where I'm going to be vibing with the masses. And like I said, it's going to be once every other month, not in Accra. We touch base. This is like a catalyst that we are going to use. It's like the witchcraft broom. We are going to use it to be jumping into different areas. Yeah.
Stonebwoy catalyst, which Stone, your fan base, one of the stakeholders, president.
Yes.
What's his name? Barrister.
Yeah, man. Hey,
He said
Barrister,
when you
Barrister.
come here, I should give you an instrumental, so you do something for the fans.
Oh, Barrister.
So this is Barrister's demand. So if you do it, you do it for him. If you don't do it, you don't do it for him.
No, I think a lot of people share the same idea with him. So
Okay.
I think I'll do one song.
Okay.
They give me an instrumental. This DJ is too much. Don't put me in a tight corner.